But there have been reports that King Charles wants to, I mean, we talk about this every single week too, that King Charles wants to reconcile with Harry, maybe because, he is a symbol of unity as well. And it looks bad that there's this deep rift within the family, but who knows if that's ever going to happen? I mean, do you think at this point it can be repaired?
I think it could be repaired, but not if Harry continues with his wife, unfortunately. I just don't think William and Catherine will want to reconcile. There were a lot of reports that they don't see that happening, and I don't think the king can move forward with a relationship with Harry and Meghan together. I think Harry will always be welcomed. He is loved by his father, but there is clearly a problem with a woman who I think has caused a divide within this family. And like what I said before, if she can't move forward and apologize and see her wrongs, the relationship that Charles wants with his son will never happen if Harry stays with Meghan, unfortunately. And that's very sad. It's sad for the children. It's sad for Mr. Markle and his family that they'll never see his, their family member or grandchildren. It just seems so just wrong. And I think it won't move forward without them addressing their wrongs, unfortunately.
Harry and Meghan, I've heard that a lot, that, Harry would really be welcomed back into the royal family and the royal life if he were to separate from Meghan, but they seem so in love and really committed to their marriage. So assuming they stay together, which as far as we know is what's going to happen, for the future, and unless lots of changes occur, what do you think their next step is going to be? Is it going to be into politics? Is it going to be into Hollywood? Is Meghan launching a lifestyle website? What do you think most likely to do next?
Well, first I want to address what you said about they seem so in love and they seem so happy. I'm sorry, but I don't see it. I clearly see a couple trying to save face. Now, I find it interesting that you say that. Maybe that's what you see, but I don't know if you saw when they did that commercial or that ad where they were talking about the winners of some award that they had given out where they were together talking on the phone with the winners. Do you know that she did not look at him one time and he looked like really quickly, I think once at her. Like there was no looking back at each other. They didn't appear to be a unit of happiness, in my opinion. Now, after that came out, of course, during Invictus and, other things, they're showing all this overly excited to be together and, just trying to save face. Doesn't look legit to me. I'm sorry. I just have to say that. But moving forward, Meghan is definitely going to be doing her TIG, the website. I think that's the only way she'll be able to really make money, because that's something that she owns that was, to her credit, was already doing pretty well before she stopped it. And I think that would be a great choice for her. I don't know that politics will be the thing because they can't really stomach criticism. They're trying to stop people from even speaking negatively about them, like what they did for the children at the school. I mean, how can you get into politics if you cannot stomach someone writing something negative about you from a school? Really? You're going to try to muzzle the children at a school to give their honest opinions about your visit? And you also want to get into politics, the most ruthless, cutthroat business out there. I mean, they will go dig up things from her past like crazy. I mean, just the rumors alone will just make her not be able to stomach the rumors, because people will start talking about those things that may or may not be true that are out there now. And it just is going to times 10 when she goes into politics. I don't think that they will get into politics in a serious way. I think maybe in a very like a sidekick kind of a way, we support so-and-so, or we're here supporting this House bill, or, whatever it might be. But no, she can't get into politics at a high level. But their next step should definitely be reconciling with their family. That's going to always be on the table for me, because you're acting in a way that is deplorable. It is reprehensible to also, as a woman of color, representing other women of color on a world stage. Us as Americans, you are behaving badly. It's shameful. So until that changes, I think Meghan is not going to have a good footing going forward with anything, with real high paying brand sponsorships, because then these sponsorships, these companies will also be attacked, because we're a whole community of people out here that support things, right? But if we see Meghan attached to it, it's going to plummet, just like with the Netflix. A lot of people, even on my channel, talked about how they got rid of their Netflix subscriptions because they did not want to support something that was paying Meghan so much money. And also Spotify. And I think they saw too, with the layoffs that they had at their company, that they've missed the step on the money that they spent on Harry and Meghan on this podcast. So yeah, moving forward, Meghan is going to have to try to just do her little TIG thing, maybe do a movie here and there, and be a sidekick for politics reasons. I don't know. I want her to do well. I want her to be the person that we can say, you know, we are actually in a royal family, and we can see ourselves in Meghan when she is a good actor, when she's doing the right thing. But no one's taking ownership of that, behaving that way. But I think if she were to come to her family sincerely to make up to them, I would love to see that for Thomas Markle and for her siblings, because they are really, truly, I think, hurting from this. Really. And I don't want to see that. And I want to see them reconcile. But it can only happen with Meghan. She is the one that is in the driver's seat at this point in time. So we'll have to wait and see what she decides to do, right? I mean, we have to wait, because it's in her court now. The ball is.